Hi viewers, welcome to Pallavi Maths Up. In this session, I am discussing KSEEB model question paper of 2020-21. First question, if a pair of linear equation 3x plus 2ky is equals to 2 and 2x plus 5y plus 1 is equals to 0 are parallel to each, then the value of k is dash. Yes, if the lines are parallel, we know the equation relationship between them is a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2 not equals to c1 by c2. Next, group first two terms, this first two terms, then it will become, now substitute the values. The value of a1 is 3, a2 is 2, which is equals to b1 is 2k divided by b2 is 5. So simplify this one, you will get the value of k is 15 by 4. Then which option is right? Option A is correct. Next, second question. The pair of equations 2x minus 5y plus 4 is equals to 0 and 2x plus y minus 8 is equals to 0 as dash. Here they given four choices. First one is exactly two solution. Second one, infinite many solution. Third option, a unique solution. Fourth option, no solutions. So you need to choose which option is correct. So check this one. A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2 is equals to C1 by C2. Substitute all the values. You will get A1 by A2 not equals to B1 by B2 not equals to C1 by C2. Then which option is right? Option C is correct. Next, third question. The value of x and y when a point lies on the linear equation 2x minus 3y is equals to 12. Now, they give us four choices. First one is x is equals to 0, y is equals to minus 3. When you put x is equals to 0 and y is equals to minus 3, you will get 9. So 9 equals to 2? No, LHS not equals to RHS. Then go for second option. For second option also, you won't get LHS equals to RHS. Then go for third option. X is equals to 3 and y is equals to minus 2. Substitute in the given equation 2x minus 3y is equals to 12 is the given equation. The value of x is 3 and the value of y is minus 2. Substitute your 2 into 3 minus 3 into minus 2. You will get 12 is equals to 12. So LHS is equals to RHS. So which option is right? Option C is correct. Next, identify the wrong statement. Here, main thing is wrong statement. You need to identify the wrong statement. They give a four statement. If lines are parallel, then there is no solution. As obviously it is correct. If the lines are parallel, we don't have any solution. They go for third option, many solution. If the lines coincide each other, if the lines are overlapped, then we will get many solution. A unique solution if they intersect. Yes, if the lines are intersect, we will get unique solution. And fourth one is, if the lines are perpendicular to each other, then there is no solution. No, if the lines are perpendicular, I will show you. This is first line. This is perpendicular to this one. So how many solution is present? One solution is present here. But here they given, there is no solution. Is it right? So option B is wrong. Next, fifth one. The 10th term of the arithmetic progression. Minus 3, minus 1, 1, 3, continuous up to is dash. Continuous is dash. So you need to find out A10. A10 means AN formula. AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D for term. So N is equals to 10. Here you need to find out 10th term. So N is equals to 10. And A means first term minus 3. D means A2 minus A1, which is equals to A2 value is minus 1. Minus of A1 is minus 3. Minus into minus plus 3. So minus 1 plus 3 is equals to 2. Now find out agent, substitute all the values. We know the value of A, we know the value of N, we know the value of D. Substitute, you will get 8 10 is equals to 15. So option D is correct. Next. The nth term of an arithmetic progression is given by an is equals to 7 minus 4n. Then the common difference is what? Yes, common difference. You need to find out D. D is equals to what? A2 minus A1. Yes. Here, the given an is equals to 7 minus 4n. Find out A1. You will get A1 is equals to 3. Similarly, A2 is equals to minus 1. Now find out D. D is A2 minus A1. Minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4. So which option is right? Option B is correct. Next, if 4, A, B, 28 are in arithmetic progression, then the value of B is dash. B is question mark here. Okay. Here, this one is first term. First term. So this one is A1. Second one is this one. A2 is A. A3 is B. And A4 is 28. So first term is A. Yes, A is equals to 4. And this one is A4. A4 is equals to 28. We know the formula. A is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. Now A4 is equals to A is 28. Okay. 28 is equals to the value of A is 4 plus N value is 4 minus 1 into D. Find out D. You will get D is equals to 28. But what is the question mark? You need to find out B. B means what? B is A3. Is it right? So A3 is equals to what is the formula? A plus 2D. So you know the value of A and D. The value of A is 4 plus 2 into the value of D is 8. So we will get 2 8s are 16 plus 4 is equals to 20. So which option is right? Option A is correct. Next sum. Two arithmetic progression as the same common difference. Observe your two arithmetic progression. Okay. Two arithmetic progressions are there. So first one is I will consider A1. First arithmetic progression is A1, A2, A3, A4, dash, dash, dash. Second arithmetic progression. Consider this one as B1, B2, B3, continued. Okay. And here the given as the same common difference. The given common difference is same. If the first term of the first progression is 3, the given first progression A1 is equals to 3 and that of the another is 8 means other one progression. First term is B1 is equals to 8. You need to find out then the difference between their third term means third term is B3 minus A3 is equals to question mark. B3 minus A3 is equals to question mark. Okay. So already we know first term is 3. Is it right? So A3 is equals to A plus 2D. Substitute for first one. A3 is equals to 3 plus 2D. Similarly, second progression I will take this one as B3. Consider B3. Okay. So B3 is equals to first term A plus 2D. So B3 is equals to, will get B3 is equals to 8 plus 2D. So consider this is equation 2. Now do B3 minus B2 because here the given difference between the third term. So difference means B3 minus A3. The value of B3 is 8 plus 2D minus of A3 value is 3 plus 2D. When you multiply minus inside, you will get minus 3 minus 2D. So plus 2D minus 2D get cancelled. Final answer is 5. So which option is right? Option D is correct. Next sum. equation is given by the formula Sn is equals to 3n square plus n. Then the third term is dash. Yes, we know the standard formula. An is equals to Sn minus Sn minus 1. Sn is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. So we need to find out A3, third term. So put in the place of n, 3. So we will get 3 minus 1 means A3 is equals to S3 minus S2. Find out S3. 3 into, here the given Sn is 3n square plus n. In the place of n, replace 3. Okay. So replace n as 3. You will get 3 into 3 square plus 3 minus 3 into, again replace n as 2 because S2 you need to find out. Okay. 3 into 2 square plus 2. Finally, you will get the value of A3 is 16. After simplification, you will get A3 is equals to 16. So which option is right? Option B is correct. Next sum, the constant term. You need to find out constant term. Okay. So this is the question mark. The constant term in the quadratic equation, the given equation, quadratic equation 3x square minus 3 into 2x minus 4 is equals to 0. After reducing it to the standard form ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0 is dash. Constant c you need to find out. Okay. Simplify this one. You will get equation is 3x square minus 6x minus 12 is equals to 0. The value of a is 3 and the value of b is minus 6 and the value of c is 12. But what is the question mark? Constant term. Okay. The value of c is how much? The value of c is 12. So option D is correct. Next question. Minus 3 into x plus 5 is equals to 0. One root of this quadratic equation is minus 5. Then the other root is dash. So you need to find out another root. So take 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. So x is equals to 3 by 2. Other root is 3 by 2. Next question. 12.1. The nature of the roots of the quadratic equation x square minus 2x plus 1 is equals to 0 are dash. You need to find out the nature of the root. So what is the formula? Delta is equals to b square minus 4ac. Substitute the values. You will get delta is equals to 0. The nature of the root is real and equal. 13th question. The sum of the square of two consecutive odd numbers. So first odd number is x. Second one is x plus 2. Okay. Now, here sum means plus and the given square. Okay. Sum of the squares means x square plus x plus 2 whole square which is equals to 394. So which option is right? Option B is correct. Next. In the given figure, angle B is equals to 90 degree. AB is equals to 6 centimeter. BC is equals to 8 centimeter. AC is equals to 10 centimeter. Then the value of sine 90 minus theta. So apply complementary angles. Sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. Ratio is adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is 8 and hypotenuse is 10. So which option is right? Option D is correct. Next sum, if 2 sine 2 theta is equals to root 3. The value of theta is dash. So 2 sine 2 theta is equals to root 3. Sine 2 theta is equals to root 3 by 2. So what is the value of root 3 by 2? Sine 60 degree. Is it right? So 2 theta is equals to 60. Then theta is equals to how much? 30 degree. So the value of theta is 30 degree. So which option is right? Option C is correct. Next sum. In the circle with center theta, AC is a tangent at A. OC is equals to 4 centimeter. Angle AC theta is equals to 30 degree, then the radius of the circle is dash. So yes, we know this is tangent is always perpendicular to radii. So this makes 90 degree. So you need to find out radius. Means this is opposite. Opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite by hypotenuse means you need to take sine. So sine 30 is equals to opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite is OA. Hypotenuse is OC. Sine 30 degree is 1 by 2, which is equals to OA by OC is how much? 4. So at last you will get radii is 2 centimeter. So option C is correct. Next, if sine theta is equals to x by y, then cos theta is dash. Sine theta is x by y. What is the ratio? Opposite by hypotenuse. But you need to find out cos theta. Cos theta means adjacent by hypotenuse. Find out adjacent here x, y. So apply Pythagoras theorem. Square of the hypotenuse side AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. But you need to find out BC. So BC square is equals to x square minus y square. BC is equals to root y square minus x square. So the value of adjacent is root y square minus x square divided by hypotenuse is y. So which option is right? Option D is correct. Next, if sin A plus sin square A is equals to 1, then the value of cos square A plus cos to the power of 4A is dash. So sin A plus sin square A is equals to 1. Obviously, sin A is equals to 1 minus sin square A. So sin A is equals to 1 minus sin square A. Apply trigonometric identities. So 1 minus sin square A is cos square A. In the place of cos square, put sin A plus sin square A. Yes, we know the value sin A plus sin square A is 1. So substitute here, you will get answer is 1. So option D is correct. Next one. If origin is the midpoint of the line joining of the point A of 4, minus 6 and B of A, B, the value of A and B are equal to dash. You need to find out the value of A and B. Here they given, if the origin, so this is a line, okay? Origin is the midpoint. So consider this one is 0, 0. Okay, so I will take this is point P. Other one is 4, minus 6. 4, minus 6. Other one is A, B. Now apply midpoint formula. So midpoint formula is P of x, y is equals to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Now substitute the values. The value of x1 is 4 and x2 is A. Okay. So A plus 4 divided by 2, B minus 6 divided by 2 is equals to 0, 0. Now equate this one. 0 is equals to A plus 4 by 2 and 0 is equals to 4 minus 6 by 2. Simplify this one. You will get A is equals to minus 4, B is equals to 6. So which option is right? Option C is correct. Next sum. The distance between the point A of x1, y1 and B of x2 minus y2 is given by the formula. As we know the formula, D is equals to distance formula, square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So which option is right? Option A is correct. Next, if the point A of 1, 2 and O of 0, 0 and C of A, B are collinear, then dash. So collinear means what? We know area of triangle is 0 because collinear means all points lying on the same line. Triangle means we have condition, it has 3 vertices, 3 angles and 3 sides. Collinear, we have, so it is a straight line. So area of triangle is 0. Here, A of 1, 2, consider x1, y1. O of 0, 0, that one is x2, y2. A comma B. So x3, y3. Substitute the values here. You will get 2A is equals to B. So option B is correct. Next, so in the graph given, the length of AB is dash. Given the graph here, you need to find out the distance between A to B. So here, A to B, very simple. So A to B is 1 unit plus 1, 2 units, 3 units. The distance between A to B is 3 units. So option C is correct. Next sum. A student scored 65 marks in first language, 50 marks in science, 55 marks in social, and some marks in mathematics. Okay. If the average marks scored by him, average marks, this one is important. Average marks means mean. Okay. So we know mean is equals to sum of all the numbers divided by total number of terms. Is it right? Yes. The given average is 60. Then the marks scored by him in mathematics is dash. So here, first language consider x1, second one x2. So this is x1, 65 marks, and 50 marks is x2. $55 marks is x3. Mathematics is x4. This one mathematics is x4. So sum of all the numbers, all the subjects here. So mean is equals to x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 divided by total number of terms. So how many terms are there? How many subjects are there? 4 subjects. So divided by 4. The given mean is how much? 60. 60 is equals to 65 plus 50 plus 55 plus x divided by 4. You will get x is equals to 70. So mathematics marks is 70. So which option is right? Option D is correct. Next sum. The empirical relation between 3 central tendencies is dash. Yes, we know the relationship. 3 median is equals to mode plus 2 mean. So option A is correct. Next sum. In the given frequency distribution table, the median class is dash. So we need to find out median class. Okay. So here, find out this one the given cumulative frequency also. So n by 2. So n is 60, 60 by 2 is 30. So 30 lies in this one. Is it right? 30 lies in this. So option, which option is right? Option C is correct. In the triangle ABC, in the given, it is given that AB by AC is equals to BD by CD. You need to find out angle BAD is question mark. So one triangle is equals to how much? Sum of the interior angles of the triangle is 180 degree. Angle A is question mark plus angle B is 70 degree plus angle C is 50 degree, which is equals to 180 degree. You will get angle A is 60 degree. But you need to find out only this part. Angle BAD. So we know this part is 60 degree. Is it right? So 60 degree. Half of 60 degree gives 30 degree. So which option is right? Option A is correct. So option A is correct. 30 degree. Next sum. In the given figure, triangle ABC congruent to triangle DEF. And angle ABC is equals to angle DEF is equals to 60 degree. Then the length of AC is dash. You need to find out AC. So we know similar triangles means ratios corresponding sides. Ratios of corresponding sides are equal. So apply here AB by DE, BC by EF is equals to AC by GF. Observe here, this is 2 times of this one. 3 2s are 6. 2.4 into 2 is 4.8. 1.3 into 2 is how much? 2.6. So option B is correct because this length is 2 times the other of this one. So option B is correct. Next sum. In the triangle ABC, DA parallel to BC. If AB is to AD is 5 is to 3, then area ratios. So we know, according to theorem, area of similar triangle is equals to square of the corresponding sides. So corresponding sides is 5 is to 3. Means 5 square by 3 square is 25 is to 9. So option D is correct. Next, 29th. In the given figure, angle ABC is equals to 90 degree, BD perpendicular to AC. If AB is equals to 6 centimeter, BC is equals to 8 centimeter, CA is equals to 10 centimeter, then the length of AD is dash. Here, you can apply 2 methods, okay? So this is triangle ABC, okay? And BD is perpendicular to AC. This is perpendicular line. This one is A, B, C, and this one is D. BD is perpendicular to 90 degree. And the given AB is 6 centimeter. This is 6 centimeter. And BC, the given BC length is 8 centimeter. And here the given CA length, full length is 10 centimeter. Then AD is question mark. So we know the formula. So what is the formula? AB square is equals to, directly you can apply AB square is equals to AD into AC. AD into AC. So now substitute. AB is how much? AB is 6 square, 6 6 36 is equals to AD is question mark divided by AC is 10. So when you simplify this one, you will get B is equals to 3.6 centimeter. Next question. The sides of some triangles are given below. Identify which does not form a right triangle. Means Pythagoras triplet. So square of the hypotenuse side, which is equals to square of sum of the square on the other two sides. First one gives LHS is equals to RHS. Here also LHS is equals to RHS. For D option also, you will get LHS is equals to RHS. But option C, you won't get LHS is equals to RHS. So option 3 is wrong answer. Yes. 31st question. 4 statements are given below with respect to tangent. The wrong statement, you need to pick which statement is wrong. Okay. First one, there are exactly 2 tangents that can be drawn to a circle from a point lying outside the circle. Yes, of course. It is correct. So, this is a circle and this is the external point. So, how many tangents you can draw for this? 2 tangents. So, first option is correct. Yes, first option is correct. There are exactly 2 tangents. Yes, that can be drawn to a circle lying outside the circle. Yes, first option is correct. Check for second one. There is only one tangent passing through a point lying on a circle. Yes, this is a circle. One point is lying here on the circle. So how many tangents you can draw? Only one tangent. Next, option C. Only 2 tangents can be drawn from a point lying inside a circle. Okay. This is a circle. This is a point lying inside the circle. Can you draw the tangent for this one? No, you can't draw the tangent. So option C is wrong. Can I check for fourth option? Yes. The length of the tangent drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Is obviously equal according to theorem. So this is circle. This is the external point. Draw the tangent for this one. These both tangents are equal according to theorem. Is it right? So option 4 is also correct. So here wrong statement is option C. Next sum. In the given figure, PA and PB are tangent. This one PA and PB are tangents. Tangents between what? For the external point. They are equal. So AP is equals to PB. If sides are equal, two sides are equal, then two angles are equal. So therefore, angle PAB is equals to PBA is equals to X. Now, the given APB is equals to 60 degree. Then the length of the chord AB is dash. So 60 degree and two angles are equal. So what is this one? Equilateral triangle. So equilateral triangle means all sides are equal and all angles are equal. So all angles, you will get 60 degree. Angle P is equals to angle A is equals to angle B is equals to 60 degree. Then length, sides also equal according to equilateral triangle. So 5, 5, 5. So the length of the chord is 5 centimeter. Next, the angle between two radii of a circle is 130 degree. Then the angle between the tangent at the end of the radii is dash. Yes. This is circle. For this circle, this is the external point. Okay. Now draw the tangent for this one. Tangent 1 and tangent 2. For this one, this is the radii. Okay. Now, the angle between the two radii of a circle is 130 degree. They given this is 130 degree. So, then the angle between the tangent drawn at the end of the radii is dash. So, you need to find out this one. So, according to this one, what quadrilateral the properties, sum of the opposite side is equals to 180 degree. So, 130 plus x is equals to 180. You will get x is equals to 50 degree. So, option D is correct. Next sum. A student construct a triangle ABC with side AB is equals to 5 centimeter, BC is equals to 6.5 centimeter, and AC is equals to 7 centimeter. And then construct a triangle ADE similar to triangle ABC, such that each of its sides are 5 by 7 of the corresponding sides of triangle ABC. The length of AD and AE obtained by calculation are respectively equals to dash. The given ratio, is it right? Corresponding sides which is equals to 5 by 7. So here, can I write? Wait one. Here the given AB is how much? 5 centimeter. BC, length BC is 6.5 centimeter and AC is 7 centimeter. Okay. Then construct triangle ADE. Next, similar to triangle ABC. For similar to triangle ABC, construct triangle ADE. And they given such that each of its sides are 5 by 7 of the corresponding sides of triangle ABC. This one is very important. So right here, AC is equals to 5 by 7 times of AD. 5 by 7 times of AD. So AC by AD is equals to 5 by 7. AC by AD is equals to 5 by 7. Now, we know the value of AC. AC is equals to how much? AC is equals to, the value of AC is 7 centimeter. So now find out AD. AD is equals to 7 sevens are 49 divided by 5. 7 sevens are 49 divided by 5. When you simplify this one, you will get 9.8 centimeter. Is it right? The value of AD is 9.8 centimeter. Similarly, you need to find out the value of AE. Again, AE is equals to, you can write this one as AE. So AE is equals to, AB is equals to 5 by 7 times of AE. Now you need to find out AE length. We know AB is 5. 5 is equals to 5 by 7. 5 by 7 into AE. Simplify this one, you will get AE is equals to 7 centimeter. So which option is right? Option A is correct. But little bit confusion, your mistake is there. AD is 9.8. So they interchange this one. So 9.8 and 7 centimeter is the correct answer for this question. So you are not 9.8 and 7 centimeter is not there. So I chose option A is the correct answer. Next term. O is the center of the circle. The length of tangent AB is 24 centimeter. OA is 25 centimeter. The ratio of the circle is dash. Sorry, not ratio. Yes, they given the ratio. Sorry, that one is not ratio. Radii. Radii of the circle is dash. So it is a tangent. Tangent is always perpendicular to the radii. So apply Pythagoras theorem. OA square is equals to OB square plus AB square. Substitute the values. You will get OB is equals to 7 centimeter. So option B is correct. Next 36. The curved surface area of the cylinder of radius R and height 8 centimeter is dashed. So curved surface area, what's the formula? 2 pi RH. Next, the relation between the slant height L and the height H and the radius R of the cone R is dash. So here, don't get confusion. And the radii R of the cone R is dash. What is the relationship between height, slant height and the height and the radius? So formula relation is L square is equals to. If you don't know, apply Pythagoras theorem here. This one is A, B. It is right circular cone. So AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. AC means L square is equals to H square plus R square. So option B is correct. Next, 38. The surface area of the sphere is 616 square centimeter. The surface area of the hemisphere is dash. Sphere they given 616. Off of hemisphere means off of the sphere. So off of 616 is 308. So option B is correct. Next, the perimeter of the base of right circular cylinder is 44 centimeter. Perimeter of the base of the right circular cylinder. So this is the cylinder. So this is the cylinder. They given perimeter. Perimeter of the base. Okay, base of right circular cylinder. This is the base. Okay, they given perimeter. This base is in the shape of the circle. So what perimeter means? Circumference of the circle. So circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. C is equals to 2 pi r. So the given circumference is 44 is equals to 2 into the value of pi is 22 by 7 into r. You will get radius is 7 and the given height is 10 centimeter. Then volume is Means volume of the cylinder is dash. Okay. So volume of the cylinder is, what is the formula? Pi r square h. But option, look here, option pi is present. So don't substitute the values of pi because in option pi is present. So pi as write as it is into the value of r is 7 into 7 into 10. You will get 490 pi cubic centimeter. So which option is right? Option A is correct. 40th sum. Prepare a cone from model clay. When cut it with a knife parallel to its base. Remove the smaller cone obtained. The solid left is dash. So this is the cone. I will draw the cone. For this cone, you need to, what is the question? With knife parallel to its base. Cut it with a knife parallel to its base. So I am cutting here. I will cut this part and remove this part. Okay, I removed this one. So it makes a cone. Remaining part. So remaining part, again here one, here like this you will get. What is the remaining part? It's in the shape of the frustum of the cone. So option D is correct. So I hope all of you understood this session very well. So thank you students. Thank you very much.